Ah! Welcome to the Court of Fowl. My name is Rick, your court mage, and today is a test stream. Okay. Oops, it seems I'm super loud. Am I super loud? Should I tone it down? I think I should. Hello? Is this better? Hi. Hello, howdy. Hello, Dwarf. Hello, SMB. Thank you. So, we're doing a test stream today because as part of my Linux journey, I have ventured a different path. I have kind of accepted... Good? Alright. I toned it down a little bit, so... That said, I have taken another fork in the road on my Linux conversion journey, and I have swapped my Linux distro originally from Arch into Archcraft, which is more of a pretty version of Arch, and then now I have switched to Catchy OS, which is Arch based as well. Hello Humpty Dumpizzle, welcome. It's also based on Arch, but it seems to be geared more towards performance and also a bit of gaming. So with that said, the only other caveat to that is that the kind of like the desktop environment, or like kind of like the user experience of it, is more Windows-like, which was originally not what I was going for. Because I'd like the window, what's it called? So window manager, a tiled window manager. I like using the keyboard a lot and swapping between windows and stuff and different tiles, and it just overall was very slick, very smooth, very very smooth kind of like workflow. So I've decided to kind of make some compromises. Hello Mari! I think you're a little bit delayed. The intro's been over for a little bit. You may want to refresh. But yeah, so now I am on Kashi, and it has been a lot smoother with this Linux distro. A lot of things work right out of the box, and while I lose out on some of the customizability and style points that I wanted, it does feel nice to have a lot of things kind of just work. There are still a couple of things that I've had to, kind of smack a little bit on the side of the TV or whatever kind of fix. But most of it is kind of doing better. If you notice, I'm not really stuttering anymore. Like, my VTube Studio isn't stuttering, right? You can see me move around and stuff. Stream performance also seems to be doing pretty good. But that's the reason why we're here today. I'm gonna be going into FF14 because that was something that we had some issues with, but I think I understand what was going on. Hello, Puppet! Thank you. It's nice to also see like a good mix of people on both Twitch and YouTube so that I can get a nice, good, kind of like representation from both platforms. Although, admittedly, my YouTube settings are not yet where I want them to be. Since I'm kind of locking everything down mainly to Twitch's requirements. Because Twitch has lower requirements as far as like streaming goes. Zenless has 40 gigs. Yeah, I already preloaded my Zenless, Mari. Hello! Hello, Nito. Was his office always so colorful or color intensive? What do you mean? I mean... Yishuan? Yeah, I am ready. My body is ready. My wallet is not, because I'm still reeling from the FF14 MTG collab. And not to mention, I got sucker punched. Friend of mine, office not loading into say, oh, that's always been the case, yeah. You guys just never noticed because it was night. You know? It's just kind of been a night. Sorry, I moved a little bit, so the camera blitzed out. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's daytime. And if you guys have seen the intro, it's actually more night-themed. Hello, Zora! Ohayo! Good morning, Zora. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you again. You know what? It's really heartwarming for me. Like, I am almost brought to tears because... I mean, the last couple of weeks has been very, very unsteady. You know, I've been stressing myself out trying to set up a lot of streaming things here on Linux, and my streaming hasn't exactly been consistent or, you know, at all, or the quality that I want it to be. Yet, it's still very heartwarming to see you guys, you know, show up when I do pop out the random unannounced stream. So I'm very thankful, very grateful to see all of you here. Alright. So yeah. Scared of living... of living string out? Oh, I see. Why skydive when you can use the medieval... Yeah, just drop it down, Mari. Just use the outhouse. Let the people down below worry about it. Not your problem anymore. Yeah, so we're here today. We're gonna do some stress testing. We'll be trying out FF14, and I'll find out whether or not, you know, we'll be lagging it like last time. No stressing not allowed. I will stress however I want, Zora, but thank you all for the concern. No, we're not going to be doing taxes. Why? Why would I want to be doing taxes on stream? Of course, you know I do my taxes. I just don't do them on stream. Alright, so, shall we proceed to Final Fantasy XIV? So let's see. Wait, actually, what's my category right now on Twitch? I haven't checked. Okay. What is my category? Chatting. Okay, that's good. That's fine. We will change that soon enough. No, we're not proceeding to taxes. Why? Why would we do that? So we have a couple of things that we have running. Okay, let's do it. Actually, before we jump to 14, I'm gonna need some help from some Twitch folks to try and do some redeems, guys. Some of the sound alert redeems. I think I still can't do any of the tits redeems. No, that still doesn't work, Mario. I'm so sorry. However, the sound alert redeems, I still need to set that one up. Oh, wow. The WoW is huge. Why is it so huge? Why is the WoW huge? Hold on. The sad violins. But why is it all so big? Oh, wow. It's huge. It's massive. Sorry, guys. No tits. Let's see. Let me try to... Let's see the others. I need to adjust the size.
Slap that prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show everybody that you have a big fucking dick today and slap that prime on the fucking table right now!
There it is. Okay, you know what? I'll keep it there at that size. Alright, You hear it loud and clear? Good. Good. That means the Ko-fi thing should be working as well. That works. What else? Browser audio. That actually. I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win. I believe that I can win. All right, perfect. Let's see. What else? Oh right, yeah, the follow and stuff alert should also be working okay. But no need to test that now. I think the only thing we can really test are like, you know, follows, gift subs, raids. I'm not actually even sure if raids work with that sound with the Streamlabs alerts. But you know, that's we'll worry about that another time. Once we get streamer bot working, which I'm not 100% sure if we'll be able to. But that's going to be the next step, right? We'll eventually get there, but right now we need to focus on like the basics, right? Make sure the alerts and stuff, all the audio things are working good. Audio quality is okay, at the very least. And we have the game working. So let's actually jump into that now. Okay, so I need to make a couple of adjustments in terms of height and width of some of the... Oh, there we go. Actually, I think that's pretty okay. So some of the... Of what I need to put up here is to cover my chat. And that should about do it. And I also need to move myself. There we go. Dark mode? Yeah, we kind of went with dark mode for this. For a while. For now. Alright, we're back into game. Alright. I think for the most part, we're in a good place. So let's go ahead then and notice it's a little bit off. There we go, that's better. Then this thing is a little off center now. Logo, I mean. Okay, here we go. Now let's get into the game. I hope that this does not lag like hell again. Because you guys remember last time we tried doing a dungeon, we noticed a very bad lag, basically. Really bad lag. So I'm hoping that isn't going to be the case anymore with our new configuration. Yeah? But there is, unfortunately, only one way to find out. And that is to actually get into a dungeon. Looks very smooth right now? Yeah! The question now is, will it stay that way? Will it stay? Alright, I think we can probably make our way back to Luminza. Maybe I should have queued for like a shorter thing instead of the Alliance raid. Normal dungeon should also be a little bit shorter, I think. Or maybe a trial. I think trial would be the shortest. Whenever you leave the game, the sound cuts out. Oh yeah, that's normal. Once I'm not in the game, the That was intentional for the game audio not to be audible. That's what I do, because sometimes if I'm like, sometimes I idle in FF14, so I'll just like, I'll let's say I hang out in, I'm gonna go hang out in the center square, and then I'll tab, I'll browse and stuff, and I don't want the music playing. This happens sometimes if I'm waiting for like a dungeon to pop and it's not there yet. So I'll tab, I'll browse a little bit, I'll go check some stuff out, and then the only thing that should pop up from the game is the actual like notification when my dungeon is ready, or when my queue pops. That's the only sound from FF14 that should get through when I'm not looking at it. Okay, there are a couple of things I feel like. Borderless window. Let's go for full screen. And then mandatory refresh rate. No. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, something happened. Oh, let's not do that for a bit. Oh my god, that... Yeah, wide! Oh shit, I don't know what that was. Okay, I'm just glad it fixed itself. That would have been so bad. Oh, what was that? Let me check my settings. What's up? Oh, that's because when we went full screen, we didn't change our resolution. And why is it trying to go to the second display? Okay, there we go. Oh. What do I want to do there? What do you mean, where? There. What do you mean by there? Where is there? Also, let's change my... Here. Settings? Oh, yeah, I wanted to see, because I noticed some slight flicker, and I'm not sure if that was just me, or if there was a setting, or what. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there with this outfit. And I promised you guys that I would go for a cat girl outfit. So here I am. My cat girl in a maid outfit. This one's for Nito. Alright. So, we're still waiting for that dungeon to pop. That is a maid. Yes. Cat girl maid. Cat girl maid outfit. Eventually, because I already did like, what do you call that? Because I have, because we played that one Catboy game before. What was it? Nekopara? I forgot what the full title of the game was, but it was Nekopara. Sus? What do you mean sus? What's sus? Something Catboy Paradise, I think, or something. Hold up! Oh, there's our dungeon. Alright, here's a real test! I gotta keep track if I get skipped frames in the dungeon. You guys let me know if I suddenly start lagging like hell. Okay? Here we go. Where's the last healer? Oh, there we go. Keeping an eye. Ah, World of Darkness. Okay. So far, so good. We're not dying! GPU, CPU temps are all well and good. Yeah, so far so good. And I've realized kind of what was causing the issue. And apparently, it kind of comes down to the frame rates. And yeah, like the frame rates and stuff. Because I noticed that when I was doing some benchmarking with Cyberpunk 2077, and I could run the game perfectly fine, you know? Oh. And it was great. And I noticed that there was something that was always happening, and that my PC would turn into a freaking jet engine the moment. Oh shit! It would turn into a freaking jet engine the moment I tried to go above like 60 FPS. Like for some reason. Like the temps would just spike so much. Like the sensor would suddenly start saying, "Hey, we're running. The GPU is currently at 110 degrees Celsius." The game is a bit louder than me. Oh shit. Let me fix that. How's that? Better? A little bit better, I hope. How's that? Kinda took down the game audio a little bit. Because I wasn't 100% sure how the audio levels were going to be in terms of balance when I started setting up earlier. So I kinda erred on the side of the game being a little bit loud versus it being not loud enough. I do wonder though if that is good enough. My Alliance B tank is kind of eating all the damage. Anyway, so yeah, good to hear. Thank you for the feedback. Nice to see that. Oh, nice to see that at least we're getting that balance in there. We're working it out. We're ironing out all the kinks, and we'll get there. You know, like it took me. I have to remind myself that it took me months, like actual months, to what do you call that? To get my stream kind of settings to where it was. On Windows, right? So I can't be too hard on myself if I don't get my Alliance B! What happened? My god! Alliance B fucking like all died at the same time. Oh man, wait. Man. Oh no, the group, the Alliance B, the other group that we were with, suddenly like almost all wiped. Like they almost all died. By the way, summer, how's your summer? Actually for us, summer is kind of ending. already. Our summer, at least. So it's been starting to rain a little bit more as of late. We do. Usually, traditionally, our summers or our hottest months usually is around between like March, April, May, June. Those sometimes it starts off a little bit in late March, and then it kind of ends around early June. Before, I don't know if that lately it's been moving a little bit forward. That the heat only really starts sinking in around like April. And what do you call it? And so it's kind of ending a little bit later as well. So yeah, our hot days are kind of ending now. Not literal summer? Yeah! That's what I mean by like... Hello, Razor! You're gonna listen while you're on the bike? Nice. Then, you know, we're doing a bunch of technical tests right now, and we passed all of the tests so far, so that's good. So, yeah, so far I've been very, very happy with the turnout of our tests. We have had, you know, all of our stuff kind of just work. No lag, no stuff. Nito even gets the special benefit of me pulling out my cat girl maid outfit today. Is it me, or are there ways, or just like run a little bit too... Oh my god, I feel like most of the people either are letting it slide, or I had a, what do you call that? Hey Betty, happy Delta. Ooh, Delta Brew. Is it the new, what do you call it today? Nice. It's also gonna be on the Switch too, isn't it? 20 minutes till release. Sweet. On everything at once. Oh yeah. Happy Pride, yeah. You know, I hope you guys take the opportunity to, you know, to be who you are. As long as you aren't hurting nobody. You know? We should all be free to be who we are. No matter what people try to tell you. And I wish it wasn't necessary, you know, for us to have a month where we have to celebrate that and be reminded that that's okay. But I think in the world today, it's probably more important than ever for us to kind of have this reminder that, hey, don't be a shitty person. You know? It's also Men's Mental Illness Awareness Month. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. I guess overall, in general, let's just like remember to not be assholes, you know? So yeah, how are you guys? How have you guys been doing? How has your month been so far? Have you guys been treating yourselves well, I hope? treating yourself to some good food, resting when you need to. It's been fuck. What happened? What's going on? You don't mind my asking. I got silenced! Fucking... Oh. Battery coming out is nice, at least. My stove short-circuited? Oh no. It really sucks when all those like little things just kind of stack on. For 2 more weeks? Oh no. Hang in there, Mari. You got this. I've been good, got a Kickstarter package. Oh, nice. Hello, Ataru! Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're doing some tests today on my newly, well, I guess, freshly set up this time around. Ah! Oh man, this is like one of the... Why is everybody so bad? Why are we doing so bad? Yeah. Wait, what are you worried about? Been horribly worse than one of your friends? Oh no, I hope they're okay. Work is already stressful with the period final task. Oh. I hope things don't go sideways for you, Mari. I know that sometimes it's a little, you know, things get really stressful. But I hope you get through this all right. No! Why did I stand there like an idiot? Why did I have to try and save them? They died anyway. Get back up! You know what? Yeah, you will win, Mari. You got this. They seem to have gotten better? Well, I am glad then that they have a friend like you, Dwarf. You know? If I were your friend, alright? I would feel a little bit better knowing that I have a friend that cares in the way that you do. So I'm very, very, very proud of you for sticking with your friend, especially through the kind of hard times that they might be going through. And that you've, that you're by their side and that you're there. Sometimes just knowing that someone is there for you, no matter what, or at least, regardless of the circumstances, is very encouraging. You know? No, I mean, if I were that friend of yours, that's what I meant to say. Why is this Bard here? You're not Alliance A! You're right, Atar. I meant to say if I was that friend. Ura! Ura! Why is there also a black mage here? That isn't Alliance A! Why is there... Oh! So many sprouts! Oh! We got so many sprouts we can make a salad! Oh! Oh. Oh no! Cerberus! Oh man, okay, I'm gonna have to go in the belly. I think I'm gonna have to go in the belly for this. I'm gonna need to go in the belly. I will not... I don't think I can trust anyone in any of these alliances except my own to get the job done. Okay? This is gonna suck so hard. I just know it. There's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna die because they're gonna jump into that fucking pool thinking they're gonna be, oh, I'm gonna get swallowed without shrinking first. They are gonna die. I bet you guys just watch. Just watch how many people die. Okay, there's a gastric. Okay. See, there's one! Oh wait, that was one of ours! Maybe I should arrest him first. Yeah, it looks like some of my other... Yeah, nobody else is coming inside! No one else! No one else is in... No, none of the other alliances are coming in here. I knew it. And it looks like some of my others are figuring it out too. Good, our tank went in. I think he kind of started figuring out what happened. Alright, we're good. And nobody's rezzing the red mage? How long has he been sitting there? Come back! Okay. Are my monster on thing? Oh, we could. We could be. We can actually be. It got chained. I know, right? I wasn't sure either if anybody was actually gonna do that. We could do actual Monster Hunting. There is a collaboration event with Monster Hunter where we can actually have like a Rathalos, where we can hunt a Rathalos. Alliance beat Tank-san! I'm gonna hard res you because I'm that nice. Oh shit, oh that hurt. Never mind. I'm not gonna do it anymore. That's a sign. That's an omen. Fine. No! No! Okay, no, he got it. Okay. This guy maybe then. Okay. Man, this alliance sucks ass. Like this, oh, this is so much donkey balls! Rathalos with randos, oh! Bet, let's do it! We'll do that after this. Bet! 100% bet. We'll have to do the normal one though. It's not like we'll be doing extreme. I don't think we'd be able to get anyone if we tried to do extreme. So yeah, we can do normal Rathalos. It's not that bad. EX is probably going to be where we'd have a bit of trouble. Does anybody have the thingy where the... There it is. Oh, okay, good. We have at least markers for Alliance A, B, and C. I triggered a memory. What kind? Do tell. Oh, so you're welcome, Dwarf, in case I didn't get to say it earlier. I think I didn't because I was a little... Extreme fishing? Ah... Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm glad it's on our alliance. If it was another alliance that got it, I think we'd have all been dead. Because at least Astro seems to know what's up. Go, Astro, go! At least you know what to do. Oh, look at Alliance B getting flat in web fishing. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, web fishing was a fun time. That was a fun time. Alright, so far we're doing pretty good. Run! No! Watch that red mage die. Okay. Why did you have to call him out? Because I called it. I called it. Someone that isn't in Alliance A that gets that damn bombardment is gonna die. You wish there were more games like web fishing where you just get to like hang out? Yo, you can do it, B! You got it! Oh, look at Alliance, we just sponge! Nero died for these sprouts. It's okay. They'll figure it out soon enough. Oh man. Wow, look at all those sprouts! Look at that! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good job, guys! I know I've been shitting on your entire alliance, but good job. Good job, guys. Let's go cheer these up. Let's go cheer them on. Good job, guys. I know I've been giving you a hard time, but you guys did great. Good job, good job. Alright. You too. And you too. Alright. But, you know, stream-wise, everything is kinda going aces right now. Roblox is a thing. I don't know. There is a charm to Roblox, but it's not for me. You know, like there is a charm to it. in the same way that reminds me of like an older internet when everybody was just making wild stuff. And I like the concept of it. You know, like I like the concept where, hey, you know what? You can make a lot of neat stuff on this platform. I just don't like the fact that it is something that is also being used to kind of, you know, take advantage of kids. Take advantage of that in a way that isn't, that's a little bit kind of, you know, very, in a way that's a little not comfy. We had this talk before. We did, Mari, we did. But it is something that I think is still relevant, and if we can, you know, let more people hear it, I think that's fine. But yeah, you know, I think it's been good. I think in terms of the game performance, we're doing great. I think as long as we keep our frame rate down as far as streaming goes, it should be fine. We won't run into any issues where the stream is like struggling to stay alive. So yeah. Now I think what's going to be our next step after this? Our next step is actually going to be getting streamer bot functional, if we can. Streamer bot. If we can get tits, the Twitch integrated throwing system working, then let's get that working. I can try again to get Shoes to work. But last I checked, Shoes would not work because I could not get NDI to work. That was really the main issue. What do you call it? Getting NDI to work. Because there are basically two frameworks to get like the video stuff streamed from one like application to another. And it's either NDI or Spout 2. Spout 2 is the easiest one to get work on Windows. That just kind of worked out of the box. It's great, and it's low impact. But it doesn't work with Linux, so I can't use Spout 2. The only other thing is NDI, but for some reason that has a lot of like compatibility issues, and I've tried to get it to work a handful of times with the other with some of the other distros that I've worked on. Arch Linux, Arch Craft. Hello, Oliver, welcome back. We're doing really good today. It has been far too long. I've also been not streaming, to be honest, because I've switched over to Linux. And it has been a struggle to get a lot of things working. I have jumped between different distros. I have basically set up a lot of things again and again and again and again. Yeah, I am now on the Penguin Linux operating system. Or rather, as they say, GNU plus Linux. Yeah, imagine not Windows. You know? Not Windows, not Mac. So that's, what do you call that? It has been a little bit challenging because a lot of things that just kind of work with Windows, that doesn't necessarily work on Linux. So, imagine using a Samsung fridge. I would not be surprised if Samsung fridges in the back end are kind of using some form of Linux. I am using Kashi, whatever. I think it's Kashi OS, which is based on Arch. So close enough, I suppose, because there were a lot of things that needed tinkering and finagling with just a pure Arch, with a pure Arch setup, and I tried, and there were a lot of things that just. It was just a lot of work, and I could not get it. What do you mean you aren't compiling your own custom kernel? Oh man, I am... Listen, all I know is that I want to play critically acclaimed MMORPG FF14 one day on said fridge whilst getting my cooled water. Oh man, I kind of want some water. Speaking of, I'm gonna go hydrate myself. Well, about a different computer? No. My computer, I just converted it from Windows to Linux. Well, I got tired of Microsoft just sniffing my butthole all the time. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? I originally wanted to be good enough to go off of like a pure Arch setup, you know? I did. I got a whole new computer last year. I did. It was actually 1.5 years ago. 1.5. I think it was August 2023 was when I got the new PC. And it was running well in Windows, and I just kind of didn't want to go for Windows anymore. And I figured I could probably handle Linux. And I just kind of jumped the gun. And now I'm here. I've invested several weeks of my life already, and I think that I have done a pretty good job in understanding what my limits are and knowing where to make a compromise. Because I tried it like the hardest way possible, you know, having no Linux background whatsoever, and then just jumping right into a pure Arch installation, setting it up, not using Arch install, but like the old manual way of setting up Arch. I chose the path of like most resistance when I started, thinking that I could probably, you know, I can handle this, I can do it. And that's funny. That's actually the funny bit, Ataru. The games were probably the least of my problems. If I were just like a normal user, like I'm just a daily driver of PC, I would have maybe a much easier time and less headaches. But what really kind of started getting me down the rabbit hole of problems and solutions is really getting a stream ready. Not just like streaming, but VTubing and streaming and games all at the same time. That was where I realized, oh man, this is a lot of moving parts. I've got a technical background. How hard could this possibly be? Exactly. Minutes before he got humbled. Yeah. And here's the thing. It started off okay. You know, like fresh install of Arch. I'm like, this ain't so bad. And then I got Hyperland working, you know, as a tiling Windows manager. And I love the tiling window manager workflow. It was so good. But Hyperland just was such a pain in my ass. Like, Hyperland, my god, I love it. I love the aesthetics of Hyperland. I love how customizable it is. It is just, you know, it's just not stable in the way that I want it to be. You know? If I was just like a normal user, I wouldn't be having this many problems. Like, I definitely still have problems, but maybe less problems that I couldn't just, you know, try to fix myself. And that's kind of like where my brain, like, I needed to stop my brain from being like, I can fix. I became like an I can fix it guy when it came to this PC and Linux and everything. And it caused so many headaches. And I spent so much of my time just kind of digging a deeper and deeper hole for myself. You know? And like, there were certain things that I really wanted it to be like a certain way. And that made things harder for me too. It's like, oh man, it works, but not like, there's like a little bit of a thing that's not quite working as well. And then I would spend like the next hour like fine-tuning it. So yeah, it's been a journey, and tinkering with stuff and seeing it work is dopamine. I know, but and that's where I needed to like draw a line for myself, because it was kind of becoming a little unhealthy, and I started to realize that I wasn't getting any streaming done, and I felt like I was just kind of going into this cycle of trying to get things to work, break something along the way, not stream, and then just put it off, and then try to fix something again. You know, it was not, I realized I was kind of just getting stuck and not really, you know, making progress. So I figured, you know what, I think I need to kind of come to a compromise and admit to myself that at my current skill level, I cannot fix this. You know, I cannot get the result that I want with my current skills. I need to get better first, but I am not gonna get there in the time that I want to that would make sense so that I could stream regularly again. And I did not want to get into that rabbit hole of being like, okay, I'm gonna be on like a super extended hiatus because just because I couldn't get just because I couldn't accept how my PC was in its state, you know, in a state of like, oh, it's stable and I can do games and I can do streaming and I can do all the stuff in the kind of capacity that I was doing it in Windows, because that's never gonna happen. You know, like, there are already a lot of things that I knew weren't gonna be transferable to Linux from Windows. And I had to accept that. And needed to make a compromise of what I could accept and what was reasonable to do in the time that was, you know, that wasn't gonna take like several months of my life. You know? Like, I already feel bad enough, right? I already feel bad enough that I kind of missed, like, what, the entire month of May? Like, most of May? Like, I wasn't streaming? Late April, early May? So, you know, it was tough. And I had to just kind of really, really just have that conversation with myself about getting back into streaming and accept that not everything is going to be the way that it used to be. And that I'll have to, you know, I'll have to do something new, right? That I'll have to kind of... That I'll have to... what's this? Make a new normal for myself. Set a new baseline. That I can't use my old Windows setup as like the bar that I have to meet with my new Linux setup. And once I figured that out, or once I kind of set myself on that route, what's her outfit? And let's see if I look good with it. Oh no, save here we go. So yeah. Oh man, she has a better figure for it. I don't pull this off nearly as well. Now, eventually, is that Nash? No, Nash has a different hair. She has the, I don't have the hairband. I don't have the hairband. She looks, I would say that with this outfit, she looks more like a humanoid Anka. if anyone who's played Animal Crossing here, I kind of imagine her as like a humanized Anka with this outfit. But yeah, no, Nashu has a different hairstyle. Nashu's hairstyle has the hairband. Ah, kind of. But yeah, the different hair. So yeah. Okay, let's go back into my normal scholar suit. Oops, why did I open that? There we go. Look at that. See? Then again, you could pull off Anka in FF14. Yeah! Then again, a lot of cosplays are possible thanks to the insanity that is all their cosmetics. Yeah. Where's the Yanagi cosplay? Oh man. Let's see. I don't know if that girl would be the race that I would use to do Yanagi cosplay. It probably would have to be a Cure, I think. Oh man, I keep saying I want to go back, but I haven't played since Endwalker. You know what? It's fine. Take your time. You know, take your time with it. Especially since it is a subscription service. So you don't want to suddenly like resub and then not really make use of that time. Especially, you know, it is money. Where's the Miyabi cosplay? Miyabi cosplay might work. That one can probably be pulled off properly. You have to get Dontra plus sub. Yeah, and transfer world. Why transfer world? Why would you need to transfer world, Ataru? Did all of your friends move to a different data center? I mean, it's like you moved continent. Oh yeah, that'd do it. Oh wait, I just realized I used to use exit lag when I was on Windows, so I don't know if there's like a counterpart to exit lag on Linux that I can use to kind of help my ping on Linux side, so that I might have to do a little bit of research on. Yeah, I think you could do Miyabi cosplay, but I don't know if it would be like, you know, I'm gonna be like, it'll probably be like a dark-skinned Miyabi cosplay or a tanned Miyabi cosplay. Actually, wait, let's go check with Janelin for the hair. We can take a look at how that would look like. You have a comparison site for Linux applications? I actually do not. I do not. I would appreciate it, Nito. I'd actually appreciate that. Like, I've seen some. I saw one. I saw the closest thing I saw was like a comparison of like Adobe applications. Like, oh, these are like the freeware or like, you know, open source software version of like stuff from what do you call that? Or like, you know, counterparts to Adobe, but not for like Linux. So I'd appreciate that actually quite a bit. Although I think for the most part, I have most of what I need. Let's see. So yeah, so if we go, this is the Nashu hair. This one. This is the Nashu hair Ataru. The one with the headband. And then, yeah, right? It's a little bit longer. It is cute, not gonna lie. It is super cute too. you know? Like, look at her! She's adorable! Okay, sorry, that's enough. That's enough gushing. Yeah, you know, I just think I really did a really good job. I like the look of my cat girl. I think she's the best. Okay, so the reason I said that we can probably also do. You want to know what this hairstyle reminds me of? You want to know what this hairstyle reminds me of, guys? If you guys played Persona 5, this reminds me of Kawakami a little bit. If it were a little bit shorter. You know? It reminds me of Kawakami, but shorter. Like, if this was a little bit longer down here, it'd remind me of Kawakami. Because, like, the way that the bangs are and stuff. This, it's like if it was this long, but with these bangs. Okay. So, we could probably do... Where is that hair? There's 2B. Is there actually... This would be the Miyabi... This would be the closest thing we can get to, like, Miyabi hair. Right? And then if we went with, like, all black instead of more of a brown here. So let's take out the highlights. And then we go with, like, a jet black. And let's go out into the let's go to the outdoors. There we go. Oops. There you go. This is the closest thing we can probably get to a Miyabi hairstyle. And I don't know what else we do with the outfit, though. There's probably someone that's already done this. I just need to figure it out, you know? And I would probably, if I'm gonna do Miyabi cosplay, I'd have to freaking learn, I'd have to level up Samurai for that, which I just have not bothered learning at all. Like, I unlocked it, but I haven't really played Samurai, you know? Then again, I'm not exactly a DPS main. I would say I am still hands down a healer main, followed by tank, followed by DPS. How about Yanagi? I think if I were to pull Yanagi, I'd have to do it as either it would be Hyur, or it would be Viera. Viera I would say... You know what? No, Viera. I would say it has to be Viera. Because I think the Vieras are the only one... The bunny girls are the only ones who have the legs to match Yanagi. I only have the 4 healers myself. I am currently on my... leveling my 3rd healer. I have done mostly White Mage and Sage. So if you take a look here at my jobs, I have... yeah, so for healers, White Mage and Sage, currently leveling Scholar. I'll get to Astro eventually. And then for tanks, I have Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. Currently, I'm liking Gunbreaker more than Dark Knight, although I started off with Dark Knight. And then for melee DPS and well, DPS in general, I have Dragoon, Viper, and Machinist. I have not yet done any magical DPS. Because, I don't know, man, I'm just not that good. I'm that good at DPS. And it kind of, you know, it just makes me a little... It hurts me sometimes. I'm like, oh man, I gotta go DPS. Well, I do like Machinist though, as a range DPS. I like it. Really neat. And then for melee DPS, I'm probably maining Viper now for that, because it's just so dead simple for the most part. And like I said, I have Samurai unlocked. I just don't have, you know, don't have it leveled. nor did I really bother learning it. So yeah, if you take a look, go versus talking my glam, my job glams, a gunbreaker in a suit, white suit. And then for, where was it? I was looking at, oh yeah, samurai. Yeah, look at that. Hello, gun glam. Yeah, let's go. Just look at my profile. I don't even have thaumaturge levels. It's fine. You know, not everybody. I haven't either. Look. Oh wait, no, I have one. I have literally level 1 thaumaturge. I unlocked it and never bothered. Yeah, maybe one day I'll pick up samurai. But I might pick up, like, I'll probably pick up, what do you call it first? A magical DPS first. Before I pick up samurai. I'm gonna accidentally level up, max level, what do you call that? An actual magical DPS. Because Summoner shares levels with Scholar. And that's the only reason I'll ever have, like, a level 100 magical range DPS. I do love, though, that the fact that they called it magical range DPS and not just magical DPS. That kind of, I feel like that almost implies that there's gonna be a magical melee DPS. Like, really? Is there? You know? Like magical melee DPS? Is that what we're gonna do? And then we're gonna rename melee DPS to physical melee DPS? I would kinda like that though. That would be kinda neat, if you asked me. A little neat. Blue mage? Ugh. Aren't they supposed to be introducing a new limited job? Beastmaster, was it, or something? Like, is that supposed to be coming in one of the future patches? Or is that getting, like, shelved again? Like, I remember that was one of the things talked about for Dawn Trail. I might actually learn Beastmaster if that's the case. Summoner rework, now it's Refuge. I kind of want to learn Beastmaster. It seems very fun. Or at least I like the idea of the Beastmaster job. But at least, you know, I'll have a level 100 magical range DPS at some point. Or as a magical DPS. Oh. Beastmaster? Totally cannot see how it clashes with Summoner in some regard. That's gonna be interesting to see. Or even really like Blue Mage as well. Like if it's gonna function the way that I imagine Beastmasters do. Like how different is it really gonna be from like Blue Mage? Imagine wanting to get your own monster to summon that you could farm or hunt. Yeah, it seems like it'll be fun, but I don't know. Like, I'm having difficulty picturing it in tandem with all the other existing jobs as well to make it, like, different. Beastmaster. Blue Mage, but legal in regular groups. I don't think it's even going to be legal in regular groups. My understanding is that Beastmaster is supposed to be a limited job, like Blue Mage. That's what I've heard. Or at least that's what I remember. Which is why I'm thinking, like, it's such a weird thing to introduce also as a limited job because of the fact that it does technically overlap with Blue Mage in the kind of, like, way that you kind of picture it to be. Do I actually get a Pokemon limited job now? I think so. You get to be a Pokemon trainer in the world, on Atheris. I get to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. Nades and EX summons main, yeah. Also, I was not quite sure how this outfit would look for the cat girl, and it turned out really well. Her physique actually treats this quite nicely compared to bunny girls. Because this is a carryover from my bunny boy outfit days. Nintendo gonna be coming for that after Pal World? Aw, man. Nintendo, why do you gotta suck ass so much, you know? And I feel bad too because my Switch is starting to kind of go a little wonky. Like there are some things that aren't quite the way they used to be. Like I get some errors now and I have to like hard reset my Switch a little bit to kind of get it back up. Like it's the hold the power button for like 12 seconds kind of bad. So I'm a little worried. I am mildly worried that my Switch is reaching its end of life. Cat girls look great on everything. Yeah, they mostly do. Not everything. Maybe not everything. There are a couple of exceptions, I gotta say. But I would say for the most part. Time to fork in that cash for the two and their totally fairly priced games. Aw, man. Here's the thing. I cannot, like, I don't necessarily, like, I don't like it. I don't like Nintendo's pricing. But I also think that somebody was going to do it if not Nintendo. And it was gonna happen soon. And yeah, you know? And I think the only reason, right, that other people aren't following it right away is because of that backlash on Nintendo. So I kind of just, you know, and they will totally get away with it. We'll see. We'll see. Because there's a lot of stuff that's kind of, why not port it to PC? Because why would Nintendo, like, you know, why would Nintendo ruin themselves by sharing the thing that's the only thing that's still keeping them relevant? You know? Like, the only reason people still buy Nintendo consoles, right, or at least up until this point, right, is that it's generally been cheaper, right? Nintendo consoles have generally been cheaper because it's not as powerful as the other consoles, right? And because of the IP. Historically, if you have a PlayStation or an Xbox, you'd be like, ah, okay. The family, you know, your household might get, you know, a Wii as a secondary console. You know, you'll have a PlayStation, you'll have a Wii, you'll have, you know, an Xbox, maybe you'll have a Wii, you'll have a, you know, you'll have like a PS4, you'll have a Switch, you have an Xbox, you'll also have a Switch, right? Because it's generally been in that ballpark price of like, oh, that's a little cheaper than the than the PlayStations and the Xboxes. And it's something for the kids, you know, for like the smaller kids, which is generally the target market of games, at least as far as like playability for like Nintendo, right? The Mario games, some of the Zeldas, right? Pokemon. So it's always been in that ballpark where it can survive because they made themselves affordable enough and kind of target a market that Xbox and PlayStation weren't necessarily marketing themselves for, right? I mean, somebody tried to do it and crashed and burned and looked, yeah, but they weren't exactly a console. And that's kind of where the problem kind of lies, where you know, Nintendo owns the platform. The games better be actually all bangers then. I hope so. At the same time, I also feel like that there is a part that there is also a little bit of that this is also a consequence of pressure on Nintendo to be like, oh, your hardware sucked. And so they're like, okay, let's make the hardware stronger. And, you know, now everything is more expensive. I would have preferred to have Nintendo be less powerful than PlayStation and Xbox. That would have been fine. I would have been a-okay with it. As long as it was, like, affordable. But clearly that is not the direction, or that is not, like, the direction, yeah, that they kind of took a step towards. So, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty around, we're gonna have to see. There's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know how it's gonna play out yet. How their gamble is gonna go with their prices, right? Because it's also one thing for people to be like, oh yeah, that's expensive. And then it turns out that people are still buying it. You know? And I'm not saying that we should hate the people who buy it. That's their choice to make. You know? So yeah. I think it's a very much wait and see situation. Because at the end of the day, you know, we are kind of in a free market. And we'll have to see how, you know, how people vote with their wallets on this one. Because I do think that there should still be a place for consoles. You know? The concept of a game console is good. Here's to hoping it'll turn out better than it seems on paper. Yeah. Because, like, I don't want consoles to disappear. I think that consoles absolutely should exist. And that they should, you know, and that they should be, like, they should, what's the word I'm looking for? That they should be in that position for a market, you know, that they go for. You know, the people who want to game. Oh, let me stretch. I hope they get more worthy exclusives. True. Because, yeah, you know, what was I saying? Because, like, there's a market of people, right? Like, certainly myself when I was younger, to just have a console where you play games and it works. You know? You get a console, you buy a game, you pop it in, and it just works. No need to fiddle with settings. No need to worry about minimum requirements. Right? That should be fine. That should be a thing that is okay to have. Right? And but the only way that also makes sense is that if people are also wanting to get it, and in the sense that it makes sense for people to get it versus getting a PC. And I think that's kind of where we're having a bit of problems. Because consoles are kind of becoming just fixed PCs nowadays, you know? Where, oh, okay, like it's great for like it's great for cross cross-release games, you know? But what happens then? Games are also more expensive to make, you know? I mean, generally speaking, in terms of like how much assets and stuff for the kind of quality that a lot of people are looking to get out of games, right? Like, I'm not saying that all games have to be expensively made, but there are games that are going to be more expensive to make in terms of how much manpower, how many man hours have to go into it, right? Especially if, you know, especially if you're looking at the way that kind of the industry is. And it's not always going to be like, oh, let's support indies. You should be supporting indies. But I do think that this should also be like an inflection point for studios to kind of start thinking, why are we spending this much money on games? Where are the places where we can cut back on spending without necessarily sacrificing quality? Like, where is there currently, like, you know, like, where is that money going to? Right? And is it something that we can do something that they can do something about? Because definitely one of the areas that I can imagine where it would make, you know, where there's probably expenses is if you're making like super high definition games, right? High definition game, like that's super, like, oh man, this looks great, this looks amazing. But does it have to be that? Does it have to look like that? Does it have to be that expensive to get this quality of visuals? Right? In some cases, sure, yeah, it'll be worth it. But it's not necessarily the case for everything. And I think that's kind of where sometimes there are some publishers and studios where a lot of the like upper management will be like, let's take a one-size-fits-all approach in terms of development. But that does not usually work out, you know? Like, you can't take the workflow and style or whatever, or like, you know, the way that you build, let's say, an RPG is going to be the same, like, kind of flow when you're building, like, a rhythm game, right? There's going to be some overlap, yeah. But there are some things where you need to kind of rework how you make it. And sometimes that doesn't, you know, that doesn't happen. Sometimes there are some weird things going on. Yeah, I think right now with how expensive games have generally been to make, I think studios and publishers are going to have to start thinking about how they can do things without breaking bank. At least for the big studios, they got to figure it out. Because smaller studios, indies in general, you know, like, that is their daily life. We don't have the kind of budgets that, you know, AAA, quadruple A studios have. So they start with like a budget first, you know, with like a very tight budget first, and then they just squeeze out what they can from it. And I feel like, yeah, studios probably need to do a little bit more, you know, need to work a little bit on how they can make it work for them a little better. Yeah, that's I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass, really, but that's the way that I've been kind of at least looking at it. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Nito. You mean one shouldn't just make games running 30 FPS on 4090s with DLSS enabled? Oh man. That's where sometimes I can't, like, I feel like that it's not necessarily a bad thing to also kind of point at the market and put some blame there. Like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't blame the goddamn studios for it, right? Because they are responsible. But at the same time, the market's also like, come on, man. When you act like that every time there's like a whole night, like a new game or whatever, with all this stuff, and then you act like that, you can't expect studios not to want to cater to it. At this rate, I won't be able to afford any game. Oh no! Hello, Veronica! I missed you. How have you been? I missed you. How have you been? Gotta get a ticket. Yeah. Yo. Yeah. I mean, that market's always gonna exist, I suppose. But like... Man, ah, shit. Yes! Woo! We got it! 15,000 MGP. Let's go. Holding on, it's one of those days. Oh no. You got this, Veronica. I'm glad to see that you're in StreamSpell. Maybe we can, hopefully I'll be able to provide an ample distraction for the time being. Also, it's a Make It Rain campaign. Let's go. So yeah. Am I gambling? No. Well, no, yeah, I am. It's been Gamba. It's the Gamba time. Hey, let me check the Jumbo Pack board. I don't remember if I tried checking in my lotto tickets this week. Or last week, rather. Aw, consolation prize. Consolation prize. Consolation prize. Okay. Guess not. Man, the highest I ever got, I think, was third prize. The highest that I ever got was third prize. Or funny. It's only funny coins? Yeah. I want this so bad, guys. I want this so bad. And I also want the 1 million. I also want the 1 million MGP, but Jesus. Almost there, almost there. Alright, let's get some new tickets. Purchase? Oh yeah, 'cause it's gonna be Saturday soon. Let's go for 5, 4, 8, 6. Okay, let's try next. 1, 4, 1, 0. Let's go for that. And last, you guys want to decide? Give me a number. The first 4 numbers I see. Who wants to be a gillionaire? Ah! Chotto! Guys, I need numbers! I need numbers now! Send me numbers! Single numbers. 4, 8. More single numbers. 2 more single numbers. Just the single numbers. 2. And I need 1 more. 7. Okay. Tune in next week to see if we get anything with that ticket. Wait, did I just go in as a victim answer? Fuck! I don't remember how to pick though! Ah, shit! I don't even have a portrait! Oh, I'm just glad this is a Alexander dungeon. Get anything with that? You legally have to give the mount to one of us? Perhaps. Okay, I'll figure it out. Oops. How do I do this? I do not know. Apologize to the cubbies. It's okay. We're just gonna get rid of the oppressor. I don't have a lot of skills, but I'll figure it out. Also, if I get the mount with that ticket, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Stone is yellow, thunder is magenta. Alright, go for the other one. As long as we're not getting one too far ahead of the other. I'm sorry and thank you. I actually got a commendation? Wow! I actually got one commendation. Is that a pity commendation? I'm pretty sure that was a pity commendation. Also, gotta change my job back. I'm leveling my scholar. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I hit level 90. I'm no longer qualified for Alliance Raid because I need to raise my my item level. And I should be buying at level 90. I need to be buying Endwalker gear now. I need to get a Rajathan. You can only guess if it was pity. It's okay. Get a Rajathan. Get myself some new gear. Is it gambling time? Too late. Yeah, too late. We gambled already. Welcome, Reimaru. Alright, so let's get some... Yeah. Let's start with a weapon. How'd that book look? Well, that's kind of neat. Oh, wait. Why does it look like a palette? Why does it look like an art palette? Kinda... Did I suddenly become a Pictomancer? By accident? I thought I changed the color! It's a coloring book. Jeez. Okay. Go check the other gear. Oh, sorry. Let's get the accessories first, yeah? So what are the things that we need? Paint by colors vibe? Yeah. Pixtomancer. Wait, do I still need to... Wait, what's this one? Until what level does it work? Level 90 and below. So, okay, so I'm gonna have to be replacing my earring. Okay. So let's do everything else first, though. Let's get a ring. 1 ring of healing. Bracelet of healing. Healing. A necklace. And then let's go for the boots first, because we're still level 90, and I suspect we still qualify for the Azima. So let's go get some boots. Or maybe head. I don't know. Circlet? Yeah, let's go for the circlet. Alright. Alright, let's put all of this on. Okay, level 90, level 80. Okay, level 90. Then the boots. Where's the booties? Oh, we didn't put it on yet. I'm sorry, we didn't get the boot. We got the helmet. Oh, that looks ugly. Oh, this doesn't look good on her. Get the glamour plate. There we go. There we go. Now do we qualify or for Alliance rate? Not yet. 625 is what we need. I am at 597. Yeah, I need to get the rest of the gear up to date. Alright, that just means we need to do more dungeons. Yeah, let's do 1 dungeon and then let's call it a day. I still have work in the morning, so let's not stay up too late. I thought crafted gears are go-to gears. I personally like going for the tombstone exchange gears if you're leveling, because 1, you have tombstones. You may as well spend them. You know? Oh yeah, Friday is a holiday here, so it means that we could probably do a lot of stuff on Friday, or even Thursday night, we could stay up late. So tomorrow night, we'll be able to stay up late. Wait, what day is it today? What day is it today, guys? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay, it's Wednesday. It literally just hit Thursday actually for me. It's midnight. Okay. Thank you. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay. Yeah, it's 2 minutes past midnight. So it is Thursday officially now. Okay. Whew. Okay. Because I was a little unsure. So that means tomorrow, Wednesday. That's a cute set of like triple emotes. But yeah, it's gonna be Thursday, so tomorrow, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be able to stay up late, and hopefully, I think we can probably do some pretty solid stuff tomorrow. Like if we've seen today, everything is pretty stable now, right? My model's working, it's not lagging, whatever, right? The game is fine, stream isn't choppy either, right? How's the YouTube quality? Doing well, I hope? It's not super blurry or whatever, or pixelated or anything like that. I hope it's okay on YouTube side as well, because I had to lower the bitrate. Metal Gear Solid? I don't have the derriere or I don't have the buns of liberty to pull off a Metal Gear outfit. Otacon. Where's Metal Gear? Colonel, you've gotta find our way. It's Metal Gear. What does it taste like? I gotta get inside a box. Otacon, what's going on? Where are we? What's that frog taste like? Oh man, I recently got to rewatch the Guyver movie, Guyver Dark Hero, starring David Hayter, and it was a fun romp. It's brainless fun. It's very campy, but you know, it's still enjoyable in my opinion. And if you're not familiar, David Hayter is the voice behind the English voice behind Snake. Oh shit, Smileton. Kinda remember most of this. Been a while since I've been in this dungeon. It really picked the highest level dungeon, didn't it? What a thrill. Da, 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 da. What a thrill. Da, 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 da. Ah! Stop! Oh. Designs are so pretty. The music always is. Yeah! One of the best things about 14 is always the music. In my opinion. Like, you can't go wrong with FF14 music. What was Building Way smoking when he made this place? Good question. Very good question. Okay, I am not doing so hot in these higher level dungeons when I'm not white mage. Okay, I have not played. The problem with leveling up sometimes, like, can you do dungeons, is that sometimes you get too many dungeons. White Mage is easy mode? Yeah, it is. That's why I like it. It is my healer of choice. Holy is too OP. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't pass that one. I'm sorry, I was talking. Hey there, Pixel! Oh, heads up, category is just chatting. Oh yeah, it is. It is, isn't it? Well, we're ending soon. We've been like this the whole night. It's fine. Oh, shit. Okay, I remember now the mechanics of this. But thank you, Pixel, for dropping by. Nice to see you. It's been a while. We've missed you. And blue. Thanks, son! Okay. I actually think Scholar's easier with fairy heals. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to it yet. Because I'm just super familiar with having just like I understand like the benefits of a barrier healer. But I am just, I guess, too accustomed to having the simplicity of, do I have the heals or do I not? That boss looks like a cheeky mask with Thanos? Yeah. That was fun though. I love the motif and how, you know, Soken always manages to just keep on mixing that same motif. That, what's it? Leitmotif? Is that the term for it? What are you doing, Red Mage? Okay. Really helps to ingrain it in your mind. Yeah. Alright, we're stabilizing, maybe because we're not able to do long pulls, or like, you know, wall to walls. But I'm happy with that. I'd rather not. At least not with Scholar yet. I'm trying to remember what the mechanics for this were. Okay. Vaguely recall it now. Workers! Yeah. Okay. Pretty doable. Oh. It's been a while. Yeah. Is what? EOS? Oh! Ah! Damn it! I haven't had my fairy out! This entire time I was wondering, why is it so hard? I don't remember it being this hard. Yeah, like, I'm just a dumbass, guys. I am so sorry. My team deserves better than this. This dungeon's not hard enough. I'm like, I know I have a regen somewhere. Why is my regen not... I believe that I can win. I can win. At least I event. Thank you for calling it out, Ataru. Thank you for calling out my oversight, to put it lightly. Yeah, and suddenly, for some reason now, it just feels a lot easier to manage. This is like me in tank stance when I first tried doing tank. I hope you appreciate your current companion more. I will. I will. Summoner class without their summon? Oh man. Big cheese! Oh yeah! Right! Gotta figure out where the lights are. Oh, okay. Where is that light? Okay. Oh, we gotta go on stay on the right this time. Okay, now I remember. Okay. Okay. It's been a while since I played 14, so I'm a little rusty. Am I gonna stream each one gacha? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Ah! Ora, I made a mistake. Thank you, Red Mei-chan. both died! I am so sorry. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the big pull for Zenless. Don't worry. Okay, now that I remember the mechanics, I won't make that mistake twice. Woo! I got melted by the cheese. I know. Yeah, I remember this time. Explosives. I got melted. Yeah, it does say don't step on it. Got this. Okay. Yeah, we're getting this. Okay. We're almost there, guys. Woo! Yeah! Oh wow, they all just left. I couldn't even command. They left so fast. Like jettisoned the moment, like, fuck this, I'm out. Man. But we got it, we got it. And we got a little bit of... we don't have enough though for... We don't have enough for more Homestone gear though. That's fine. We'll get more over the course of the coming weeks. But yeah. All right, thank you guys for dropping by during this test stream. I know my original plan was not really to stream for very long. I just wanted to... Oops, sorry, that was me just being out of camera frame. That wasn't a problem with the stream. That was me. I didn't really intend to really stream for super long. I just wanted to make sure that I tested as much as I could. So we have our stream alerts, sound alerts. The Ko-fi alerts are good too. Model, you guys didn't notice that there was any, like, you know, consistent lag, right? Game was working fine. It played okay. Video quality was smooth. So yeah, I think we're pretty much... I think we're ready to go back to regular streams, right? We're ready to go back to regular streaming. But we're not going to have like our full suite of usual conveniences and features that we used to have on Windows. But you know, gradually we'll add stuff little by little over the next couple of months, hopefully sooner. And yeah, so thank you all for dropping by. Let's go ahead and let's go check really quick who we can potentially raid real quick. Who is still on? All right. And thank you, Pixel, for noting of the what do you call that? The category. I'd forgotten about it. Ooh, I see someone here playing. Let's see. I know. Let's go rate someone who's playing FF Tactics. All right. So, oops. Go. Who's the one who recommended Shiromu Kara before? Who was the one who recommended Shiromu Kara before? Was that Unito? All right. I don't have raid message again, so we're gonna have to type it in manually. It was... Wow, where did you learn that word, Nito? Okay, let's go. For our raid message, let's just go with let's see. Let's go with and then there we go. There we go. So yeah, make a new one. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna have a let's do the copy paste. So let's go ahead and say hello. And I will see you guys tomorrow, actually. So tomorrow's stream, we should be able to stream for a good long while because of, you know, because the stream is stable. We're stable. And it's going to be a holiday on Friday. All right. Take care, guys. Sleep well. Eat your meals on time whenever you can. Take care of yourselves. Good night. And goodbye. If you're on YouTube, check out Twitch. And if you're Twitch, check out YouTube. Bye-bye.